This is the Roulette Master. I just received an incredible email from Mark Lyon. He said that his new Checkmate 8 roulette system is unbelievable, and he sent me numerous pictures of slips that he's cashed out at his Maristar Casino and in Kansas City, and I can't wait to share it with you today. And we're going to test this today against a system that I used in the casino last night that I'm really excited about, that you guys have already seen a piece of. Let's get started with that first. And I can't wait to see which one of these systems makes the most money in 15 minutes. So this system is a combination of low roller and high roller combined, and I absolutely love it. And we're going to start with a $5 bet on the last two, or the last dozen to hit, and then the longest since it's hit. So that's third 12 and then first 12. Okay. And again, this is a combination of low roller and high roller all in one. And I did this last night and did incredible with it. That's a 28 black. And that's a $5 win. And we're going to do that again. Last one to hit, third 12. Longest since it's hit, first 12. And we're up $5. So this is the low roller version of this system. But it's also got a high roller version. And that's a 27 red. Okay, now it's time for the high roller version. We have 3 in a row of a dozen. So we're going to go ahead and put $100 on the other 2 dozens, first and second 12. Let's go ahead and spin. And this is what I did last night in the casino and did incredible. Even if you lose this one, you almost always win on the next spin. That's a 23 red, but we won the very first one there. So we go back to the low roller version now. We're up $110. So we go back to 5, and we'll be on second 12 and first 12 for 5 each. And this is a great way to combine the no-boss strategy with a low roller system that lets you make profit while you're waiting for your trigger. And that's another win. We're up $115, and we have 2 in a row right now, so we're going to keep an eye on that. We'll be on second 12 and first 12 for 5 each, and let's spin. So definitely wanted to share with you how I won last night, and this is definitely how I did it right here. That's a 19 red. And that's a win. We have our next trigger. So now we're going to go from low roller to high roller. And we're going to put $100 on first 12 and third 12. And that's because the last 3 were second 12. And even if we lose this, we're going to have a second bullet here. That's a 17 black. Okay, we lost. That's okay. It happens. So we're going to put now $250 on each of these. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 34 red, and that's a win. And that's a $250 win. We're up $170. We go back to the low roller version. So we'll be on third 12, last to hit, and first 12, longest since it's hit. And here we go. And that's a 7 red. Okay, another win. So we'll be on first 12, last to hit, second 12, longest since it has hit. 175 in profit already, and here we go. That's a 13 black. Another nice win, and we'll be on second 12 and third 12 now. And let's spin. All right, that's a 24 black. Another nice win. Now we have 2 in a row of second 12, so we'll be on second 12 and third 12 now. And let's go ahead and spin. And this combines a great low roller strategy with a great high roller strategy. And we lost that one. So we're going to go ahead now and triple the bet, 5 to 15. And spin. All right, here we go. And if you want to make this lower, you can even bet less than $5. If you want it to even be safer while you're waiting, that's fine as well. We're up $190, and we'll be on third 12 and first 12. And we're still looking for our trigger while we're using this lower roller version. It's not super low roller, but it makes good money, but it's not betting $100 per spin, so or $200. And that is a loss, so we're going to go ahead, and the next one will be triple that. We'll be on second 12 for 15, and then first 12 for 15. Let's go ahead and spin. And if you make a mistake on which ones you bet on, it really isn't going to make that big of a difference as long as you get back on track. Okay, that's a nice win there. We're up 195 because the real key is the progression here. And let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. Let's see what we get on this one. That is a 4 black. That's another good win. We have 2 in a row, first 12 now. So we'll be on first 12 and third 12. And let's spin. At least this way we're picking up $5 on most spins until we get our trigger, and that's an 18 red. Okay, we lost, so now we'll go to 15 each, and we'll be on second 12, which hit last, and then third 12 for 15. And let's spin. All right, here we go. And that's a 0. Not fantastic. So we'll go ahead and triple the bet again. We'll go from 15 to 45. And spin. And let's get a second or third 12 win right here. And we got it. That's a 33 black. $45 win. We're up 205. So we'll be on third 12 and first 12 now. Last to hit and longest since it's hit. And again, this is how I won last night, doing this combo here of a low roller and high roller combined. And that's another win. So we'll be on third 12 and, let's see, first 12. And then we almost have our trigger. So let's see what we get here. That's a 29 black. Okay, we have our next trigger. So now we go from low roller to high roller. And we go first and second 12 for 100 each. The last 3 have been third 12. And here we go. And that's an 8 black. And that's a $100 win. How about that? So we're up 315 now. We go back to 5 each. We'll be on first 12 and second 12. And this is a great way, too, to play the no-boss strategy with the live dealer. And if you need to bet more, like 10, that's fine as well. But this way you can play the no-boss system. Let's go ahead now and increase that bet. We'll be on third 12 for 15, and then second 12 for 15. And this is why you can play the no boss strategy with a live dealer. And then you don't have to sit out spins. That's a 32 red, and that's a $15 win. Fantastic. We have 2 in a row now. So we'll go back to third 12 and second 12 and spin. And here we go. That's a 33 black. And there's our next no boss trigger. We're up 325, so we place $100 on first and second 12. Even if we lose this, we have another bullet in the chamber. And let's see what we get here. That's a 26 black. So we did lose. So we're going to place now 250 on each. And the great thing about this is when you're playing the no boss, you're not playing the triple martingale with the low roller version. Let's go ahead and get a win here, and I'll tell you more about that. So you can actually keep your bankroll pretty manageable. And we got the win. That's an 18 red. For us to lose, you basically need 5 in a row of a dozen, and we're up 375. So another thing that I do when I play is, and we'll be on first and second 12 now, is I wait for a losing scenario before I start. So I look at the history, and I try to find 5 in a row where there's 5 in a row of 1 dozen, or if there's a 0 in there. So let's go ahead now, and we lost that one. So we'll be on third 12 for 15, and first 12 for 15. Let's spin. And I like to see a losing situation before I start. It makes me feel like it might not happen again soon. I know that the odds are the same, but it makes me feel better about jumping in. So let's go ahead now. We have 2 in a row. We'll be on third 12 and first 12, and let's spin. And getting your mind right sometimes is the best thing you can do. And that's a 0. So we definitely lost that one. Let's go 5 to 15 on each. And at the same time, we'll watch for our no boss trigger. And here we go. That's a 10 black. Okay, it's another win. So we'll be on first 12 and second 12 now, up $385. And I like the little additional profit that you make with this when you're not betting on the no boss. And I like that I can play with the live dealer doing it this way. So that's another win. We'll be on second 12 and third 12 now, and let's spin. Again, we're picking the one that hit last and the longest since it's hit. And combining the two systems here, combining that with the no boss strategy, high lower and low roller combined, We're up $3.95, and we'll be on first and third 12. All right, here we go. Okay, that's a 13 black, and that is a loss. So we'll go $15 each on the next one here. Second 12 and first 12 for 15 each. Last to hit and longest since it's hit. And let's spin. That's a 22 black. And we got the win. So we have 2 in a row now, second 12. And we'll be on second 12 and first 12. And let's spin. All right, here we go. That's a 19 red. That's another win. We have 3 in a row. There's our trigger. So now we go from low roller to high roller, and we'll be on first and third 12 for $100 each. And now we're using the no boss strategy. And here we go. And we got the win. That's a 25 red. Okay, we're up $505. And we'll be on third 12 for 5 and first 12 for 5. And let's spin. All right, here we go. That's a 2 black. Okay, another win there, and we'll be on first 12 and second 12 now. Still looking for our next no boss trigger, and doing fantastic. That's a 28 black. And we lost, so let's go ahead now, and we'll be on 15 each on third 12 and second 12. And still looking for our next trigger. And even though we're going to probably win a lot with this and play for the full 15 minutes, you don't have to do that when you're playing. When you get up $200 or $300, just cash out and declare victory, and that's the smart way to do it. So we were at 15 each. We'll go to 45, and we'll be on first and second. And let's go ahead and get a win here on first or second 12. Let's see what we get. And we did. That's a 4 black. Okay, we have 2 in a row now, so we're getting closer to our next trigger. We're up $515. There's also another really cool aspect to this, which is if you're getting in trouble with the tripling of the bets on the smaller bets and you get your trigger, you can just leave the smaller bets and go straight into the second phase. And then you don't risk losing your entire bankroll by tripling up. So we'll be on second 12 and third 12 now, and we're up 520. And the reason you're able to do that's because as long as you're not at the very end of the progression, even if you're middle way, you can make up the amount that you're down by winning the no boss second tier strategy. And we're up 525. We'll be on second and third, 4 or 5 each. And here we go. Okay, that's a 28 black. That's another win, so we'll be on third 12 and first 12. And let's spin. All right, here we go. Another win, 33 black. Okay, we have 2 in a row now. We'll be on third 12 and first 12. Let's see if we get our next no boss trigger. And here we go. That's an 11 black. That is another win. We don't have our trigger yet, but we get to keep playing because we're doing low roller and high roller. We'll be on first and second 12, 4 or 5 each. And I wanted to show you guys this again because this is how I've been playing, and at least part of the time and the last few days. And now we have 2 in a row. So we'll be on first 12 and second 12. And I like to share with you guys how I'm winning as well as the strategies that get sent in every day. And that's a 20 black. Another nice win. So we'll be on second 12 and third 12, 4 or 5 each. And let's spin. Okay, that's a win there on second 12. We have 2 in a row, second 12. Now we'll be on second and third. And we needed to come up with a good name for this one. Maybe the something like high-low or something like that. High-low roulette strategy or something like that. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. And we're at $560. And we have 2. Oh, we have our next trigger, guys. It's time. So we'll be on first and third. We have 3 in a row, second 12. And again, even if we lose this, we have another bullet in the chamber. You can do this. You could play this with $1,000 bankroll, but I would recommend, and there's another win, $2,000. and we're up 660. And just because you do have two strategies going at the same time, however, you can usually end one when you go to the other. And we'll be on first 12. Make sure you go back to your $5 bets when you go back to the low roller portion. And we're up $660. And we're coming right down the stretch here, and we're about to get to that new system of the day. That's a 33 black. That's another nice win. We'll be on the second and third now, and at 665. And again, if you lose on the $100 bets, you go to 250 each, and that's an 11 black. But don't do it all night long. And let's see, we'll go to 15. Again, even though we're up a lot and we're playing for 15 minutes, if you get up $200 or $300, just walk with the cash. And let's see, we'll be on first and second now. And oh, I actually got the bets wrong there. This is our last spin. Sorry about that, guys. I think I put too much on first 12 there. Yeah, which made us lose $5 there, but that's okay. We made $650 profit with this incredible new system that I've been using to win the casino. Let me know down in the comments what you think the name for this low roller and high roller system combined should be. I would love to hear from you guys, and let's come up with a great name for this. Now it is time for the incredible new system of the day from Mark Lyon. Let's jump right in and get started. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for Checkmate 8 by Mark Lyon, and he's been sending me multiple slips of winning tickets at the casino with this system, and I can't wait to share it with you. He plays at Ameristar in Kansas City, and let's go ahead and place our bets. And we're going to have some splits here, and let's go through what those splits are. And here we go. So we're going to have 8 splits, and 4 are going to be red and 4 are going to be black. So let's go ahead and do that. And here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need one more, which is 8. And then now you see we have 4 black and 4 red, and that's an $8 total bet. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. And we're off and running. And Checkmate 8 is on the way. That's a 30 red. And that's a nice $10 win to start. We're up $10. We're just going to rebet and spin with the Checkmate 8 roulette system by Mark Lyon. And here we go. That's a 12 red. Another nice $10 win, up $20. We'll just rebet and spin. And let's see what we get here. He's really excited about this because he says he's cashing in time after time after time, and I have a lot more to share with you about this, but we're up 30. Let's rebet and spin. And he just sent me all these pictures of tickets that he's cashed out, winning tickets from playing this system, and that's another $10 win. We're up $40. So good start so far, and let's see how it goes from here. All right, that's a 35 black. Okay, and we lost. So we're going to go ahead and double up the bet from 8 to 16. Again, we have 4 red splits and 4 black splits. And here we go. That's a 00, and we lost that one. So we're just going to go ahead and double up again, and from 16 to 32 and spin. This is a $1,000 bankroll system, and we also the first system day was also $1,000, but you might want to add. I usually play it with 2. So let's go ahead and, but trying to keep it the same today, let's go ahead and double up again to 64. And we have plenty more bullets with this one, and let's see what we get. That's a 16 red. There we go. That's a nice win. Now we're up $64. So let's go back to $8 where we started. And again, we have 3 red splits, 3 black splits. All right, here we go. Okay, we're back to where we started, and we're going to spin again at $8. And that's a 13 black. Nice win there, and we're up $74. We're just going to rebet and spin. And here we go. Okay, that's a 14 red. Okay, that's a loss, so we're going to go ahead and double up from 8 to 16. Again, this is Mark Lyon's Checkmate 8 roulette system. And hopefully you can cash out a bunch of tickets at the casino, winning tickets with this system as well. We're going to double up from 16 to 32 and spin. And here we go. That's a 33 black. Another loss, but we have plenty of bullets in the chamber, so we're going to double up again to 64. Again, this is a $1,000 bankroll system, and here we go. And that's a double zero. That's not the best, but it happens, and we're going to go from 64 to 128, and even if we lose this, we'll have another chance to get a win. And we got the win with a 20 black. Okay, $160 win. We're up 114. And let's go ahead and go back to $8 where we started. And here we go. Let's go all the way back down. And again, we have 4 red splits, 4 black splits. And there's our original $8 bet. And let's spin. Let's see if we can get some earlier wins this time. That's a 26 black. That's a good one. And we're up 124. And let's rebet and spin. Again, Mark Lyons plays at Ameristar in Kansas City. He lives in Independence, Missouri, which is close by. And that's a $10 win there. We're up 134. And I spend some time there. I have a lot of family that live in the Kansas City area, so that's a good place to go. That's a 15 black. And we lost that one, so let's go ahead and double up from 8 to 16. We definitely go to that casino to see some concerts. We've seen some good concerts there, and they have a really nice VIP room if you haven't been there before. And let's go ahead and double up from 16 to 32. And for those of you that don't know, in Missouri, because that's in Kansas City, Missouri, if you go to the VIP room, they will give you free top shelf drinks, and you can bring up to 3 people with you for each card. So let's go ahead and double that up and spin. Same thing if you go to St. Louis at the Ameristar there, and that's a really nice casino as well in St. Charles, and that's an $80 win there. We're up 158. Let's go back to 8 where we started, and here we go. St. Charles is a nice suburb of St. Louis. If parts of St. Louis you don't like, you can stay in the nice part of St. Charles and go to the Ameristar there. Their VIP room is bigger than some people's casinos. It's so nice. And you take an elevator up to that, and it is massive. We're up 168, and let's rebet and spin. And both those Ameristars have incredible steakhouses. There's the KC Chop House in Kansas City, and that's an $8 loss there. Let's go ahead and double that up and spin. And then in St. Louis, Ameristar, they have a steakhouse that's amazing as well called Bugatti's. That's a 24 black. And that's a $16 loss. So Mark's got some good options there in Kansas City. That's a 13 black. That's a nice win. We're up $184. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a Chiefs fan, and we got to get the Chiefs going here pretty soon. They're having a rough go starting the season, but they have a really tough schedule as well. So if you like football, you're probably enjoying the start to the NFL season, and we're up 194. Let's spin again here, and here we go. Okay, that's a 2 black, and that's not a win, but that's okay. We're going to double that up from 8 to 16. We have lots of bullets in the chamber with this one, and that's because we're starting with an $8 starting bet. And we almost got a 0 there, but that's a 28. And still lost, but let's double up from 16 to 32. And we'll use all of our 7 bullets if we need to. That's why we have the $1,000 bankroll, and that's a 4 black. Okay, so let's go ahead and double that up from 32 to 64. Again, we have 4 black splits and 4 red splits, and that's an 18 red. There we go. That's an $80 win. We're up 218. Let's drop all the way back to 8 and start over. And anytime you win, you can restart. So let's go back to $8 and spin. And here we go. And remember, too, Mark Lyons, we'll check our balance here, but he cashes out usually when he's up 200. So you can see we're already up 210. So he would have already cashed out with his ticket. So keep that in mind as well. Just like Sonny always says, cash out and declare victory. And don't keep playing if you're up a good amount. Okay, we lost there again because even though this system works pretty well, there's something crazy could happen. We could get 5 zeros in a row or something like that. just as I say that, we hit 0. So when you get up a good amount, cash out and declare victory. And if you want one of those cash out shirts that I wear in the casino, you can get those at theroulettemaster.com. And we have some great options with different fabrics now. And what I just said, 5 in a row zeros might happen, and you might lose your entire bankroll if you play too long. Let's see what happens here. We have 2 more bullets in the chamber, but maybe I shouldn't talk about zeros like that. That's a 13 black, but we recovered anyway, and that's a $160 win. We're up 258. But I would recommend, if you're up 258, go ahead and cash out. That would be $1,258 ticket you'd be cashing out, because you'd put $1,000 in, and if you're playing automated or live dealer. And here we go. I guess you wouldn't be cashing out a ticket if it was live dealer, but if you play automated, you would be. And he sent me lots of tickets. Most of them were around almost $1,300 each, because each one he put $1,000 in, cashed $1,300 out. We're up 268. And some of them are like 250, 1250, 1275. So he cashes out around 250 area. And so this would be a good time to cash out. But we're going to keep playing, because I want you guys to see how long you can go without busting, or how long you might feel comfortable playing this system before you cash out. And that's what we do every day on the channel. Is just we keep going so that you can see the ups and the downs of each system. And that's a 22 black. Okay, we lost again. Again, you get 7 bullets with this one. That's because we start small with an $8 bet. And let's see if we can get a win here. That's a 15 black. And we missed that one, so we're going to double up. And, there's a chance we could lose our bankroll before the 15 minutes. And then, you'd say, we probably should have cashed out up 250. Because there's another loss right there. And we're going to double up again. And we only get 1 more bullet after this. So we have 2 bullets left out of the 7. Let's get a win. That's an 18 red, and I think we did it. Okay, that's a 160 win. Now we're up 308. So again, I would cash out if I were you guys, but we're going to keep going. And we're going to keep testing this. So here we go. Because I want you guys to see the good and the bad with every system, and make a determination for yourself if it's something that you want to use. That's why before you use any system, always test it out on a simulator. And not only is it good to see what might happen, but also to get practice, because practice is important. We're up 318. And every day when I play at the casino, I notice people do not have any plan in mind. They just play, and they don't really have a plan. Have a plan and practice your plan before you go to the casino, so that you're not deciding what you're going to do at the table. Because sometimes then decisions can be made off of greed, or just a feeling that you have. You need to think this through before you go and practice. We're going to double up to 32 and spin. And the more you practice, again, the more results you see. You might think, oh, maybe I shouldn't play this system. Maybe I need to play a different system. And practice is when you figure that out. And here we go. That's a 23 red. And we lost again. We've lost a few times on that 23. We're already back up to the 128. We only have 2 more bullets left again. So here we go. That's a 17 black, and that should be a win, I think. Yeah, that's a good one. And we're up 358. So let's drop all the way back to $8 again. And again, that's why we have 7 bullets, because we have a $1,000 bankroll. We're starting with $8, and we have 4 black splits and 4 red splits. That way, if you get on a long color streak, you will not lose all the spins. And here we go. That's a 1 red, and that's a loss. So we'll double up from 8 to 16 and spin. And here we go. So you could do this. You'd have to increase the bet probably if you went with a live dealer on this, but he plays automated, and we're up $370. So let's drop back to 8. Each time you win, you reset to $8. And here we go. Let's see what we get on this one. Okay, that's a 2 black, and that's a loss. And again, this is the Checkmate 8 roulette system by Mark Lyons. Again, not one you want to play all day long. Just win a couple $100, cash out, and declare victory. That's a 26 black. Again, almost all of his slips he's sending me are, like $1,250, most of them. And but he sent me multiple ones, so he really likes playing this way. And so I thought I'd share it with you today. And we got a couple minutes left. Let's see what happens. That's a 34 red. All right, that's a loss. We'll double up to 16. And here we go. That's a 14 red. And that's a loss, so we'll go ahead and double up again from 16 to 32. Again, by having 4 red, 4 black splits, it keeps you from losing on a long color streak. And that's another loss there, so we're going to go ahead and double up to 64. Again, we have 7 bullets with this one, $1,000 bankroll, it's $8 starting bet. And we almost got the 17 and the 20 there, but we lost, so we're going to go ahead and double up, and we might lose our bankroll. We have 2 bullets left. And then, that's when you say to yourself when you're practicing, I probably should have cashed out, but we still got the win and recovered, and now we're at $422. But again, Mark would have cashed out when we were up around $250 based on the slips that he sent me. And let's go all the way back down to $8, and then we'll finish this up and see how it does. And here we go. Okay, let's spin. And we're back at our starting bet of $8. Also, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the new system that I played last night and won with that we did first today. And let me know what you think we should name that system, because I really like it. It's a combination of low roller and high roller all in one, so you don't have to sit out. And that's a $20 win. So we're at $434. We'll drop back to 8 and spin. And this will be our final spin. We're right at the 15-minute mark. That's a 10 black. Okay, so after 15 minutes, with Checkmate 8 by Mark Lyon, we made $444 profit. But test it out for yourself and let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And I hope you're enjoying this journey with me to find the best roulette system each and every day. And if you are, please like, share, and subscribe. And let's keep growing this community of people that love roulette. And I just really appreciate everybody sending your systems in. Remember to send those to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And we'll do it again tomorrow. Thanks, guys, and have an awesome day.